Yeah, and we play basketball from September until March, April.
Okay, so September.
So it's 7 months.
Yeah, 7 months. Oh.
So
At least
70 times 5
Yeah.
is 35
Yeah. Okay.
weeks.
Yeah.
Times 2 or 3.
70.
Yeah, 80 tests.
That's painful.
Yeah, no, I tell you, don't feel anything. It's annoying, you know.
One of the best thing about this Erasmus program and being here in Dortmund in general is that I feel that people over here are from very different backgrounds. So in this podcast, I have Elise. Elise is from France, and the interesting fact is that her parents are from different countries. So her mother is from France and her dad is from Netherlands, and she brings in a lot of different culture values and a lot of different ideas on her lifestyle as well. So and also she is a pro basketball player. It happened to be quite surprising for me that I met her on the first day of my arrival at Dortmund, and yeah, we have been going along quite well. And she's an amazing friend of mine, and it was such a pleasure to have this podcast with her. She's absolutely very inspirational, I would say, and she has literally helped me pass my German exam as well, because she was half of the time teaching me German. I won't say I'm really bad in German. It was quite helpful for her. She helped me quite a lot. In the class at least, and she was also my good partner. So yeah, very inspirational, very insightful. Elise brings a lot of different ideas, a lot of different thoughts, and make sure you watch until the end. And let's get started.
Studying chemical engineering, and I am here to make an Erasmus year and also to play basketball in Germany. So I was playing in Belgium in first division, and now I am playing here in first division. And I say it was a good idea to come here and to try some new stuff and everything, like to change university and to see how it's work in another country.
Mm-hmm. But when you were moving here, do you already have plans that you were gonna come in Germany, or was it something not expected?
I don't want to come too far from home, so it was a good country, Germany, and it was a good idea because I know also that I can play basketball, and I really like the study here, so it was a good choice, and I see that it was a good university and everything, so I was thinking, yeah, it should be a good idea.
Good idea. How was your what was your first thought? Looking at Germany. Were you here before? Have you been here to Germany before?
I go on holiday in Germany 2 times, I think, in the south, but otherwise no, I never go to Germany because I am not from Germany. So it was the first time I really moved to Germany.
Mm-hmm. But do you feel like Germany was a good decision? I mean,
I think it's a good decision, and also I want to learn German, so I was thinking it's the best option to move in Germany to learn German, because I think for my study it's really important, for chemical engineering. I know that in this area they have a lot of companies and everything for this kind of work, so it was really important, and a lot of books are in German about chemical engineering. It's not bad. Yeah, it's so it's normal that I want to learn German.
Oh, okay. But I mean, you already know a lot of languages,
Because my father is Dutch, so I can speak Dutch, and so it's sure that I think it helps a lot for German.
So let's count. Okay, so you know Dutch,
French. A little bit English, and now I want to try to learn German.
Okay.
And I think it's going in the good way.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only point I feel on your English is I think you have good English, but I feel my accent sometimes can be really strong, and some of the other people in the classes we have a little strong accent. So
yeah, for me it's really difficult to understand. Because of the accent, I say, because in Belgium, Französisch accent, as we said in German, it's special accent of English. It's not a good accent. I don't have a good accent, and so I can understand really good people who comes from France and who speak French, English,
Yeah.
but sometimes German English, Indian English, it's not so easy.
Not so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, has it helped you like having the knowledge of Dutch and French to learn German?
Yeah, sure. The knowledge of Dutch is really helpful for German. Like,
So is like similar or something?
yeah, it's similar, but German is more complicated because the grammar is really complicated. But I can make a lot of links between the words. Like, all the words are like the same, but sometimes you have to pay attention because you think one word will mean this, but it doesn't mean the same thing in German. Like, it's nearly the same word, or just the written is really different.
Yeah.
But if you hear the word, you think, yeah, it's like the same, but it doesn't mean the same. Like, I have an example, alles klar.
Yeah,
Like-
klar. And the one that our teacher used,
Yeah, alles klar. It's in German. It's
all is clear.
everything. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like all it's okay. But in Dutch, if you said alles klar, it's more like everything is ready. You know, like it's not really the same meaning, and you have to pay attention. And they are like also verrassing. I know that it's not the same meaning, and so sometimes I learn new. I was thinking, oh, it just means that, and then I learned 3 weeks after, oh no, I am wrong. It's not meaning that because it's like false friend.
But you skipped on the German classes really fast. I mean, you started from 1.1 like me, but you moved to 1.2
Yeah.
and just cleared it off, and now you're 1.2, right?
I have exam next week, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not difficult. Like, but it's because I can read and I can listen German. It's not so difficult. It's
Okay.
just speaking. It's really difficult because you have to think a lot
Yeah.
and to choose the good way to make the grammar and everything.
Yeah.
But I think and also as I have to speak English like everywhere, every time, I am not useful to that. Normally I speak French everywhere. It's not a problem. It's the first year I have to speak English a lot, and so I have also to think to speak English, and then I have to think again to speak German. So
Yeah, we have a friend over here who's actually from Italy, and he was telling us the same problem, that he is learning German
yeah.
in English, which he doesn't do as well.
Yeah,
it's
so
like really
it's
complicated.
sometimes it's the most difficult because I know what this mean in French,
Yeah.
and then I want to say to the teacher, yeah, I know the word, and then I was, how is it in English? I don't know, so I can answer to the teacher. Like sometimes I am sad just because of that.
I think it's a different kind of challenge altogether.
Yeah,
Like for me, someone like me who doesn't know Dutch or French that well or at all, I think German is like very new, and
Yeah.
especially with the accent, it's like really difficult for me at least.
yeah, I think. But is it Dutch also difficult for you? No.
I tried. I
tried?
think I realized it's equally difficult, but I
But it's less
No.
difficult in the sense of grammar. Like
yeah, okay, but I haven't reached that far. That's
yeah, okay. You just try to make some
Yeah,
sentences.
But French, I feel like it's still pronounceable. I can still speak French if I
Yeah.
have to. But
Okay.
Dutch, it's like, you have so many words which you have to make sounds from your...
I know what you mean, because I think if I have to speak India, I am not able, because I am not able to make some
We don't speak India. We speak Hindi.
Hindi. So sorry, like my English is not so good. Okay, if I have to speak Hindi, I think it's not possible for me.
Yeah, but I think we tried, right? We tried once. If I'm not
I remember to see like more and everything like.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But
remember.
that's cool. So, on those lines, I mean, you're here for like playing basketball, essentially, if I'm not wrong.
Or for school also, like.
Or for school.
Yeah, the school was really good, and I know that in basketball you can live. You can't live with basketball, so it's really important to make good studies and also to try to go one time away. Like
Yeah. So basically, I mean, you kept an open path towards study and education as well, while
Yeah.
having your sports
Yeah.
going along.
yeah, so it was for that Germany was a good choice, because I can make both, like in Belgium, and like I think for first step go just 3 hours from my home is good, because it's like that I can come back sometimes, and I never leave my house before. So for me, it was just
Perfect.
the good choice and a good moment, I think also.
Another thing, like you talked about, you have been to, you primarily stay in Belgium, right?
You what?
You stay in Belgium.
You stay? Yeah, I always stay in Belgium in the past.
Yeah. I mean, you have always stayed in Belgium. So, I mean, how is it like is staying in Belgium and the culture and everything? Is it like?
Oh, the culture is not so different. I say it's like not a big change.
Okay.
It's just the language, and also like some stuff also are quite different, because in Germany they don't say hello like you said in Belgium. Like in Belgium, everybody's always saying hello and make a kiss. Like if you see a friend, you make a kiss and everything. And here in Germany, I was really surprised the first time I go in my new club. And I was like, why they don't say me hello? Like, they don't kiss me and everything. And I was like, oh, they are so cold. You know this expression also in English? Like, they are not so nice with you. And in Belgium, always like, before the practice, we go and we said hello to everybody, and we make a kiss to everybody to the coach and everything. And it's really impolite if you don't make this.
Yeah. Okay.
And also after the game, we have to eat together and everything. And after the game, you just take your shower and you go home. Like it's not the same screen and everything. I think they are more calm than everything. But like from cultural point, it's not so different. Like we eat quite the same.
Yeah.
It's just the fries, French fries are not so good here.
Okay.
And the mayonnaise, it's all the same too. And some stuff are not really the same. And I take from Belgium like the chocolate. And and I don't eat French fries here because I'm so disappointed when I eat one. So,
I understand. But I think this is like part of the German culture that, I think they don't really like to socialize. Because I feel like, one of the podcasts that we did earlier with an American as well, his name is Luis, he was also talking on the same lines that he was mentioning that, people over here are not socially grown in Europe.
Oh, and when you go to the supermarket and you don't speak German with the guy or something like that, they are not so good. They are not nice with you. And in the bus and everywhere, they are not really nice. If you ask you where or something like this, and you don't speak German, they are looking at you like. But it depends. Sometimes you can find also some really nice person commands you, but sometimes you are like a little bit surprised that person doesn't want to help you or something.
Okay.
Like if you go also to MediaMarkt,
we know.
like one time I have to buy a bottle, a gas bottle to make soda stream.
Yeah.
And I was like asking where is it, and the guy was looking at me like I don't understand. I was like, it's just where is a gas bubble. Like it was not so difficult. And they were looking at me, and he doesn't want to help me. I was like, okay. But it depends, and sometimes there are also some nice person who helps you and everything. But not every time.
Yeah, not every time. But I think I agree with you. I mean, when I was in Paris, like for the Christmas, I realized that the people over there are equally helpful. They're quite helpful actually, more than helpful. I
maybe for you it's also difficult because in Paris they don't speak a lot of English.
Exactly.
So maybe you have problem with this because I know for me in Paris it's never a problem because I speak French without any problem. But I was thinking that in Paris, if you don't speak French, sometimes they are not so nice.
No, but because I was there in a cafe and I was ordering food, and the person on the other side was essentially speaking in French, but I was not able to understand anything. And there was this lady who was next to me, and she actually helped me out, order the menu.
Yeah, so the ladies was really nice.
Yeah, exactly. So this happened like on another occasion as well. We were essentially figuring out how do we go to Disneyland properly, and on the station we actually asked someone, and they actually replied us in English as well.
So maybe the person are more nice, but not every time in the shop or something like that. Like
Yeah.
the environment.
Yeah.
It's maybe more. Yeah.
Maybe more, open. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
But I think when you go in Brussels or something like that,
Yeah.
you don't have this problem because
Exactly. Yeah.
they speak more English now
speak
because they have to speak French and Dutch, and so it's
must.
always the English who comes from, because sometimes it's more easy to speak in English than to switch language from French to Dutch. If
Exactly.
you don't speak perfect Dutch.
Okay. Because I agree. I mean, when we were at Omnium in Belgium, Brussels, we figured this out, and when we were picking up stuff and we were asking the counter, and they were like okay with it. And also on the
I
streets,
think it's more international, like for the language, just for this.
I see.
But
Yeah. It could also be that I have only been to touristy places, and that would have only also been one of the reasons. Because if you only go to Paris or Brussels, there are more touristy places, and they're more inclined toward tourists as a general purpose.
true.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe if you go in Berlin, it's not the same also.
I agree.
Do you ever go to Berlin?
No,
not
not yet. Yeah. So you either. Okay. Okay. You mentioned that you're studying chemical engineering. I mean, what was the motivation for that? I mean, chemical engineering is something which is very selective. Even back in India, I've seen like very few people go into that field. So why do you?
Why this field?
Yeah.
So I was first I make a bachelor in civil engineering,
Okay.
and then I have to choose an orientation for my master.
Yeah.
And I was lost. What do I want to make?
Okay.
I want to make maybe mechanics or something like that first, and then I take all the option for mechanics, and I don't know why, but at the last month I said no, I don't want anymore to make mechanics, and so the only option I can follow it was chemical, because I also take like 2 or 3 courses of chemicals, because my father is working a lot with chemical and everything, and my aunt is a chemical.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also still chemical. So I think I take some courses, because I know that in my family they like the chemistry.
Yeah.
And so I think it was a good choice, because at the end I don't want to go to mechanics, so I can back up, like it was a backup, and I can take chemical. And I am really happy to have made this choice, because last year was a good year, and I like it also. And here in this option, I learn a lot of things in German.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Yeah, I think the STEM courses in TU Dortmund especially are like very good in terms of application and
Yeah, they have a lot of software and everything also. Like in Belgium, in my last university, we don't have MATLAB for free. Like here, you can use MATLAB for free.
Yeah.
You have Aspen. You have a lot of software that are really expensive, but you can get from university for free. So it's really good, because like in Liège, where I come from, you don't have so many solution of software. So I think they have less money. And you see that. Yeah,
you see a lot of energy and a lot of pump.
Yeah, and also the system is quite different. You can follow the course what you want, and then you have to subscribe for the exam.
Yeah.
Like in Belgium, you have to make all the things before. Like if you follow a course, you have to go to the exam.
Yeah.
Here you can choose in the middle of the year. Yeah, I don't like this course. Maybe I will try this one.
Yeah.
By just recording to some podcast or something, but just listening to some
online books or something.
Yeah, and then you can subscribe to the exam and pass.
Yeah.
And try to succeed the exams.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel that's such a good thing, because a lot of time, people halfway through realize it's not made for me. And, having that option that you can choose, what you want to do with the exam is really good.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah, because that's the same system in Sweden as well. Yeah, you have to follow the course from the start, and in the end you have to.
And you have to make this one.
Exactly.
Like you don't have choice. If you choose this one, you have to pass the exam.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it,
it's
you still have to make it.
Exactly. But
I like the system here also.
yeah, are you also like being part of any research which is going on in the department? I mean, I just want to understand how deeply you are into your chemical engineering.
Not yet, but I will make my master thesis in it. So in March, I begin my master's thesis, and I will work with a lab about a crystallization process in an extruder.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's at this time I will be in a lab and everything and make some research, and I am really excited to start this.
Okay.
And I will finish the lesson. Like, now I am just following.
So it starts from March and up till when?
I think end of July.
End of July.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's a good time period. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can do a lot of work. You can do a lot of implementation.
So yeah, a lot of experimentation and a lot of also simulation on that lab.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, that's interesting to know because I have not really talked to anyone who's doing a master thesis here, and that's something which is interesting. So, how is the process like for your master thesis? Do you have to already submit an idea right now, and a thesis proposal and everything right now?
So first, I have to find a subject, and I was a little bit afraid because I don't know how to make. So I write some email to teacher that I have in class, and they offer me several propositions of master thesis, and I just choose one who interests me, which interests
you.
Yeah, and so it was quite easy, and the teacher were really happy and nice with you because I asked for meeting them before and everything to speak a little bit, and I meet like 3 teachers, and they were really nice with me. So I was like, oh, it's cool, like
yeah, makes sense.
And so I choose one, and then let's see how it's.
You're gonna follow that.
Yeah,
and it'll help. Yeah.
So I don't have work, and I don't make nothing now. But in March I will start, and let's see. I just know the subject and what I have to do.
Yeah.
But I don't have start anywhere.
Yeah, and how on those lines, like how does your football journey? I keep on saying football, it's basketball. How does your basketball journey having started off? I mean, what was the reason that you thought or you planned that you want to do it like until first level, right? How do you say it? First level?
First division.
First division.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. So
but
how do you say? Because reaching first division means that you have been dedicated from like a really long time. And you have been doing this for a really long time, and reaching first division is like something which is
so
difficult.
I was playing in first division in Belgium since I am 16 or 15 years old. So it's like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I was already playing in first division, and I was in my old club. It was really easy to combine study and playing in first division because it was the goal of the club that we make study and we can also play first division with 2 or 3 professional players in the team. And so it was easy because the university was at the same place at where I was practicing every day and playing the game and everything. So I just can go to the class all the day, and at midday I have practice, and the evening I have practice, and then I come back home. So it was more easy because it was at the same place. Here I have to move from Dortmund to Bochum. And it's not so far, but it's still okay.
Yeah, but
just the club is more professional, so they have like 10 professional players. So it's always more difficult for me because I can't come to morning practice and everything.
Yeah,
but it's quite okay.
But I feel like this is such a good thing that your university club was focused on preparing people who are really good in studies and also good in sports.
It's really nice because I think not a lot of club make this.
I have not heard about any club actually.
No, me neither. I don't know one club who is making this, and it's really nice. Yeah, in Liège it's really nice because you can make good studies also, not just to have a diploma, but it's quite engineering. It's a good study.
Yeah.
And it's not easy because, you know, all the day you are making 30. You are in the class, you are at the practice, you come back at 10, then you have to wake up at 6:30.
Yeah.
And you have to go in class at 8 and everything. So it's not easy, but you have the possibility to make both.
Okay.
Like, it's
So you
the
can-
best one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I come here, they were like, nobody is studying in my club.
Okay.
I was like, what? Like, it's
Yeah.
not, for me, it's not normal. Like, they have my age or 1 year younger, and they will not have diploma. Yeah, after they are no professional. Yeah, what they like.
Yeah. So if after because I understand that, you know, basketball or any sports for the matter of fact has a lifetime. You know, like
Yeah.
because
At 30 years you can play, and if you are a woman, you want maybe a baby or something like that, so you have to stop earlier and everything. So no, it's crazy. You can't live from basketball only. Like, maybe WNBA player, but I am not in this level. Like, I played good level, but WNBA, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also, I feel like the probability of, you know, going to such high level is very less as well. You know, like after in like thousands of people, there will be just one player who's going to make until the top.
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, to go to WNBA,
Exactly,
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of professional basketball players, but all these players, only one on 1,000 or even more, I think,
Yeah.
are going in WNBA, and you don't have to worry if you go to WNBA.
You will quite well.
Quite well, enough money.
Yeah.
But yeah, the problem is like, what do you do after the professional basketball career if you don't have a backup or something like that? But I don't want to be professional because they are sleeping all the day. I can't understand, like,
Yeah.
you just wake up the morning at 11 to make 1 hour of lifting or something, 1 hour of shooting, basketball practice, and then you just go the evening to the practice. So what are you making all the day? Like,
Yeah.
you have to have a lot of occupation. And
Yeah. There's no like push in terms of monetary benefits, I feel. You know, there's nothing which is like serving the purpose of earning money at the same time.
no.
Yeah.
No.
And I feel like when you're in your 20s, I think you should be equally focused on that.
You can't make both playing professional player and also have another job the afternoon or something like that.
But you are managing it for you, right? I mean, you are managing university.
Yeah, but they are professional.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's different.
Yeah,
like I can't have the statue
yeah.
of professional.
Serious off. Yeah. But I think still being on the first division and managing university is, I think, quite a hard job. Yeah.
True.
Okay. But I mean, you know, basketball must have given you a lot of like travel opportunities. I mean, you must be able to be able to, you know, explore around Germany, or any more places, more areas.
Yeah. When I was young, I was playing in the young national team.
Yeah.
And so, there I travel a lot. But it was often in East country, East country, yeah. So in Romania, in Hungary, also in Portugal, in Spain, in France, but not in Germany, because they are not so good in basketball. If you for young national team, they are not so good.
Okay.
So we don't play a lot. We don't play often against them, but. Yeah, I played a lot of country, and I traveled a lot when I was like younger, because it was for the young.
What has been your favorite country so far?
I think when I go in Riga, in Lettonia.
Where is it?
Lettonia. Riga. It's the capital. Yeah.
Okay.
It was really nice. It was, you can also play three against three in basketball. It becomes popular, no?
Uh-huh.
And it's just on half court, and you play 3 against 3.
Okay.
And so I was playing for the young national team 3 against 3, and I go there, and it's outside. So it's in the city, and you have one court, and everybody can come and watch the game, and then can leave and everything. And so I was playing 3-on-3 there, and it was really good. And also where I like it, it's where it was in Debrecen. It's in Hungary.
Okay.
And we also played 3-on-3. So it was a 3-on-3, and the European Championship, and we win the gold medal with my friends.
Okay.
So it's four. We are 4 players.
Yeah.
And we play 3-on-3, and we have always one
switching.
switching every time. And so it's also like in the city. It's it's near like church and everything. It's really in the center of the city, so everybody can come and watch, and it's quite a good feeling. You know? Like it's good because you see that you have people who is watching you, because it's a pity, but in first division, even in Germany, in Belgium, there you don't have a lot of
audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of person in the gym and everything who is watching you. So yeah, it's a pity, because you think if it's boy, it's always like full. The gym is full and everything, and we are just women, so nobody is coming. Like,
Okay.
So it's always a little bit sad. From this point, because it's not, and you feel that when you play in the gym where there are a lot of people, it's so. You know, you have something, you adrenaline or something like this, and if there are nobody, you're just like, okay, it's a game, like.
Yeah.
So, and you have also a little stress that sometimes it's really good, because that can push you. And like it's really another
feeling.
Another feeling, and it's really good to play. And so I like to play outside, because there were people watching you. You don't know. They just maybe come here for 2-3 minutes. They watch 2 or 3 minutes, and then they can leave and everything. And so the gym was not empty. It was full.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, how was it in Liège? It was like full in terms of audience.
At the end, yes, because the entrance was free.
Okay.
Because we want to make a lot of audience. So you can go for free, and we have one woman who was really in the club and wants to have a lot of people in the gym, and so she was contacting every club from the region, and we have a lot of small girl and small children comes, and it was really nice, because at the end we have a lot of audience, but before it was COVID, so it was without public, so this was awful, and normally we don't have so much person, like if you have 50, 60 person.
I have a funny question. Were you playing with mask when you were playing from basketball?
I was not playing with mask, no. I was just testing like two times a week or 3 times a week.
Oh, so you have a test 2 times a week?
COVID test in the in the nose. It was awful.
So how many COVID tests have you?
I don't know. Maybe 300, something like this.
I don't know.
During 1 year, we were testing like 2 or 3 times a week.
2 or 3 times a week?
Yeah.
So that's like 52 weeks if I round it off. And that's like 104 tests.
Yeah, and we play basketball from September until March, April.
Okay, so September.
So it's 7 months.
Yeah, 7 months. Oh.
So
70 or
times 5 is 35 weeks.
Yeah.
Times 2 or 3.
70.
Yeah, 80 tests.
That's painful.
I tell you, don't feel anything. It's annoying. You know, you have to have the queue.
Yeah.
And everything is standing and everything. And we play basketball from September until March, April.
Okay, so September.
So it's 7 months.
Yeah, 7 months. Oh.
So 70
or
times 5 is 35 weeks.
Yeah.
Times 2 or 3.
70.
Yeah, 80 tests.
That's painful.
I tell you, don't feel anything. It's annoying. You know, you have to.
Yeah. Your father is also from the same chemical field. And, you know, like, what is, does his profession and does his, way of, telling you about things has also motivated you to, go into this chemical field?
I think a little, but I am not sure. Maybe how we said that, I don't think about this.
Unconsciously.
But unconsciously, I think maybe it helps a little bit.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Because he always helps me when I have problem at school and I don't understand the problem. I stand up from 2 or 3 hours in front of him, waiting. He find a solution with me and he can explain to me or something like that. So maybe.
Yeah, so I think that's cool, right? I mean, you could just, if you have a problem in your assignment, you could just,
Yeah, if I am thinking about something and I am not sure how it will happen or something like that, like in chemical, like I can ask him, like I know that, or sometimes like.
Is he also working for a company or, is it?
He has his own company.
Okay, his own company.
Yeah, because he was working for DSN.
Okay.
But they closed the sector where he was working.
Okay.
So he just opened his own company and with 3 persons.
Okay, so it's like a consultation company or not?
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
So so he is working for big company.
Yeah, as a consultant.
Yeah.
That's...
But he has his own lab.
Yeah.
Where he can make some experiments for company and everything.
Yeah.
So maybe I will work for him.
Yeah. Okay. That's
maybe one day. Just let's see. But I would like to make a PhD.
Then get chemical engineering.
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. In Belgium or in Germany or
wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, on the subject and everything, but I would like to find one.
A PhD. Yeah. Okay. But how long is it in Belgium to do a PhD?
It depends. It's 4 years, but it can also be 6 years.
Okay.
And in Germany, it's 3 years.
Good.
So maybe it's better to go in Germany and to have finished in 3 years. That you can work after that.
Okay.
But you don't receive a lot of money. But in Belgium, you receive more money.
Yeah.
In Germany, you receive less money, but you have finished in 3 years. So
yeah, and also I know for a fact, because the research lab where I'm working, I actually had this conversation with my professor just to understand her mindset. And she told me that, if you do a PhD in Germany or from anywhere, but you come and work in Germany, you actually have a very good advantage of your salary.
Yeah.
Because she mentioned and she told me that, in France, it doesn't work like that.
No.
A person who has done his master's, who has done his PhD, get equally paid the same.
Yeah.
Almost the same.
But in Germany, it's different.
Yeah, it's like really high.
I know. You really have to have a PhD in Germany. Like it's nearly an obligation, or not an obligation, but that changed a lot. Yeah. But not in Belgium. Like if you have a PhD, if it's because you want to make research and you don't want to work in a company or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in Belgium it doesn't change a lot. I think even that you earn less money if you make research than if you work for a company.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard also that in Germany it's really important to make a PhD, and like a lot of students are doing this.
Yeah. Because I had a conversation with one of a person who is working in a company in Sweden. It's known as CPAC. They're also like a consultation company. And the person who was working over there had a PhD, And I asked him the same question. Does it matter to have a PhD in Sweden or no? And he actually said, no, it doesn't. I mean, it's only like a 5% salary difference. So it's almost negligible, to be honest.
So because some companies think that you just lose time.
Yeah.
You are making research during 3 years and you lose time because during these 3 years the company can't learn you a lot of stuff. Like when you go in a company after a PhD, you are older than before. So maybe you lose 3 years because you have to learn stuff and some companies think like this.
Yeah, I think it's more like the company thinks that you have spent too much time with one topic and you are so good in just one topic that it's very going to be difficult.
Yeah, because you have to learn a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you go directly, you can learn everything. And it's the change, and they don't care about the topic on which you work.
Yeah.
But I think it's. If you want to make research, you have to make a PhD. So, of course.
Obvious. That's obvious.
That's obvious. Yeah. So,
okay.
Just to don't close the door of the research, and I want to make a PhD.
Makes sense. But I mean, I think this is you have like a very different kind of route from the people in sports that I've met. I mean, being in sports, also focusing on studies, and pushing your studies to the first division of studies it's PhD. So
Yeah, but I think it's quite also. I can thank school my parents because I don't know if I will make a lot of like try to have a good study and everything.
yeah.
Because like my parents always said to me, I always see my parents working and everything, and so I think it helps also a lot for me because I will not stay in a room and making nothing during one day and be professional.
Yeah.
And I think maybe if my parents, I don't see my parents working every day and everything, maybe I will not.
You don't feel motivated enough.
Yeah, I will receive less motivation. I will just.
No, I was just gonna ask you the same question. How do you stay motivated? Doing so many things which are very heavy and very complex. Because I mean, in your basketball as well. I mean, you still have to maintain that first division level all the time. So it's kind of like a pressurizing thing. And over here, you're also like doing your masters, so that's also like pressurizing because
it's true.
Yeah. So how do you stay motivated in all these situations? What keeps thriving you? One that you mentioned that your parents keep showing you a reflection of what could possibly be there.
I think if you like everything you are doing, it's not a problem. So I like so much playing basketball.
Yeah.
And I like so much when I am passionate about something in chemical engineering. I can stay in front of my laptop doing hours and hours, and I was like yesterday I was like, shit, I have to go to bed now, it's finished, I have to close my computer. And I really like what I was doing. So.
Do you get distracted from your phone, or it's very hard for you to get distracted from your phone?
If I am in my computer watching, my phone can ring and I will not answer.
Oh, okay.
But if really I am focused on and I find it's interesting, and I find that I try to find some solution and everything, and you see that you are close of the goal.
Yeah.
My phone can ring every time, and no, also my phone said to me, you can go in the night mode. And so I put it in night mode, and then all the day I was, shit, I don't have received message, but I have received message, I just don't see it.
It's on the night. Yeah. Okay.
And so once it's in the night mode, I am not distracted. But if I don't like what I am making, I will stay on my phone.
So I mean, but doesn't Instagram, or any other like social media distract you when you're like, do you have this bad habit of scrolling your phone like this?
Yeah, true. If I don't like what I am studying, well, if I have to study some more in German sometimes, I say, Instagram is good also. So
okay.
If I don't like what I am doing, I can be really fast and distracting. But if I try to understand something and I watch a video on YouTube or something like that, because I always make this for learning. And there, I just try to focus on something, so I am not distracted. But if I don't like, or if the video is not good, or I will take my phone. Of course.
And how do you this is on the motivation? How do you feed your mind with more information and good information? I mean, what apart from your studies, what is the other source of information that you consume? Do you read books, or do you listen to podcasts, or if there's something that you do?
What I like is to cook, but like a sweet cook. So I always
French cooking.
Yeah, French cooking.
Okay.
So I often watch. It's Le Meilleur Pâtissier. It's named in French, so it's the best cook to make a bakery.
Okay, so he's a bakery chef.
Yeah, so it's a lot of just people. They choose some people and they have to make some bakery. And
Is it like a TV show?
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Where do you watch it?
On YouTube.
What is it called again?
Le Meilleur Pâtissier.
Okay.
But it's in French, and it's really nice. I like it so much. But then you see a lot of bakery, and you just want to eat. So I like make bakery. I like.
What is the most favorite thing that you like in from French bakery, essentially?
So in bakery?
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait.
Croissant.
How is it called in French? And in English, I don't know. Allez, le menu.
What is it?
Le menu. It's You have to watch on Google the merveilleux. It's something like it's meringue. You know meringue.
No.
I can't.
I would just Google it. I would
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Google it. Okay.
So it's really nice.
Okay. What all does it have?
What is?
What is it made of? What is it made of?
Meringue.
Okay, more bad something.
Cream
Okay. Whipped cream.
and chocolate.
Okay.
And yeah, it's
That's
really nice.
Oh, okay. So.
But yeah, I like a lot of stuff. Like I like ice cream. I mean, yeah, like I can eat ice cream like outside. I think I can eat in the street. Even if it's snowing, I can eat an ice cream.
Okay.
So ice cream I really like also.
Yeah, is it like something which is like very common in people from France, that or French people, that they like ice cream a lot?
I don't know. I think it's in Italy. Then they make a lot
Yeah.
of ice cream.
Yeah, true.
It's not special from France or Belgium.
No, I mean, when I was like trying the cuisine in Paris, I realized everything is decently sweet. I mean, there's nothing which is like spicy or
Oh, no,
what's
no,
it?
no,
Or maybe not spicy. I mean, even little like crispy or something. They don't have anything crispy, if I'm not wrong.
No, it's not. I think you can find more café
Yeah.
with a lot of sweet stuff than spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Germany too, I think.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of.
So much to it, right?
Yeah,
And
it's true. It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because I am thinking if I go out or something else, I never take something spicy I always go for something sweet.
Yeah.
Or it depends if I go to the restaurant, but it's different. In a restaurant, you eat a meal. But if I have to take just a coffee or something like this, it's always something sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
But also in the Mensa,
Yeah.
you can see they have a lot of sweet possibility. Like they have a lot of bakery also.
I feel the thing with Mensa, which I personally don't really like, is everything in Mensa, or Mensa for the people who don't really know, Mensa is basically our university canteen where we go for lunch. The problem that I feel in Mensa is that everything has a lot of carbs, and even if you take
of what?
carbohydrates, like bread or it's fried essentially. It's carbohydrates.
Yeah.
And even if you take like a protein option like chicken, it's usually like deep fried, so it's not really like actual protein source. I mean, it's essentially like fried chicken. So yeah,
it's not good for the health.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the best. Like for the health, they don't have salad and everything.
Yeah, even if there is salad, they just give this small bone, right? I mean, which is like very, very small.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And I think this is the same problem that I feel like is there in a lot of restaurants as well in Germany as well. Even if you try your best, getting pure chicken is like something which is like very rare. Sometimes because if I feel like, okay, I just want to, have chicken and salad, that's all, you can't find it here. I feel.
True.
Yeah.
True. It's always some special chicken.
Special chicken, yeah. It's fried or it's deep fried or, something like that. You have chicken nuggets, something, but getting exactly like just a pure protein.
You have to make it.
Exactly, you have to make it. Yeah, you have to make it. Okay. Since you're talking.
But you can find this in Sweden and
Yeah, and you can find it in Sweden. Yeah.
in India.
In India, definitely in India, because a lot of people make
Chicken.
chicken. Yeah, exactly. And Sweden, the thing is like what I feel is like, and what I tell everyone is that when if you plan to go to Sweden, there's a food chain known as Max. I keep on recommending it, I know, again and again, but it's like even if you try the burgers over there, the burgers are more like a salad,
Okay.
and they're like extremely fresh. Even the sauces feel like you just have a salad.
Yeah, but it's
And
also the coast. Like you have the sea and everything.
No, but the cost is almost the same actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so
No, but I mean the sea. Like you are there, you and the ocean. Yeah, the coast is all. You can also have some fresh fish and everything.
yeah.
And burgers. Yeah,
True.
we don't eat burger here. I never see burger.
Oh, I mean, there are a couple of good burger restaurants actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. There in the city there's this restaurant named Five Guys, which is an American restaurant, Yeah.
Five guys. This I think I see it.
Yeah, it just when you enter this.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I know. So
Yeah, that's like American burger, really good, I would say. Really unhealthy though, but really good. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and also in Menza as well. On the fourth
Yeah,
floor,
you can see
you can have burgers. That's also
True.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just because I don't eat a lot of burger. I was in Belgium. It's like
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, since we're talking about food, I mean, what has your experience been with Indian food as well? You know, because I remember you mentioned once that your grandfather has been to that
but
site as well once.
yeah, like it's because he goes there. So in the Netherlands, they have a lot of things from Indian.
Yeah.
Normally, you see that.
Yeah, there are a lot of Indian restaurants.
And it's because before there's a part it's from history. The Netherlands have a country in this kind of like.
Okay, so you mean to say that the part of Netherlands was in somewhere close to India, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, then the Netherlands have like, how do you say that? Like in Belgium, before we have the Congo in Africa, and the Netherlands before they have like a country there, but I'm not sure. I think it was India.
Okay, was
And so my grandfather go there because it was the war. Or something like that.
during the war.
Yeah, and so a lot of guys from this generation go there and then come back, and they have a lot of. They come back with a lot of culture of India, and it's for that there they eat a lot of Indian stuff and everything, and they know a lot of things. And so my father sometimes cook like I'm not sure it's Indian, but like he likes to make rice and everything, like with rice with chicken and soja.
Okay.
And so it's
some with
some sort of
mixture, maybe a little modified about the Netherlands.
I think it's not really like Indian, but they have a lot of Indian food and everything.
Okay.
And I think it's Indian.
Okay.
I am not sure.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's from this.
It's from that part.
Yeah, that part of the world.
Okay.
And so it's for that I think you have in the Netherlands they have more possibility to cook Indian than in Germany.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, there are a lot of Indian shops as well. Like, all the food, all the spices and everything.
So it's because of that.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, but have you been to like any Indian restaurant as well in Netherlands so far?
Not in the
Or when you were, or in your lifetime in general,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay.
In Chinese often, but in Indian, no.
Okay.
No, I don't think
Maybe
so.
you should go.
Maybe I will try.
I think there are like 2 options in Dortmund, but there are a lot of options in Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam, so maybe I will go in Amsterdam.
Yeah, in Arnhem as well, by the way.
In Arnhem.
Yeah, Arnhem as well. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, and so I mean, you have your dad is from Netherlands and your mom is from France. Belgium. Sorry, Belgium.
Not the same.
Yeah. Okay.
We speak French with it.
Yeah, it's not the same. So I mean, how does it give you a different sort of parenting, when you was, when you were really small up till now? Because I feel, when you have parents from different countries, you get a different cultural exposure all the time.
Yeah, but it's quite the same countries.
Yeah,
it's not so big.
Yeah, they're very close, but still. I mean, you told me once. I remember that you talk with your father in Dutch and you talk with your mother mostly in French.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but it's just also because it's also the same in the Netherlands. They don't kiss you.
Yeah.
Like they don't make kiss, but it's maybe just in Belgium and in France that we make a lot of kiss.
Yeah, I agree.
So for me it's strange. Like when I go there, I don't have to kiss my cousin and everything. I just like this. I'm still far of me and everything. So it's just there are not a lot of difference.
Okay, no, but I mean, I'm talking about, when you were, like really small growing up, did it give you a different sort of lifestyle? I mean, was it like something on the table of discussion that, which food are we gonna have? Are we gonna have Dutch food or are we gonna have French food?
It's always my father who is cooking, so my mother have no choice, because she doesn't like to cook, so my father is cooking and we eat what is cooking. And I think from the food it's like quite the same, you can make everything every time, there are no special stuff. So maybe the soup of my father is a little bit strange. I come from the Netherlands, but otherwise
it's pretty
the culture is not different. I don't feel it's like when I come in Germany I can cook what I want. I think if I go in India I will be so lost.
Okay, why?
Because you don't have the same product. I think you know what I mean. It's really different. I go in a supermarket here and in India. Oh, I don't know. I have never been there, but I say this will be a big change.
But I agree.
In culture change.
I mean, I think the thing is a lot of things that we get very casually, very easily. We don't really get that easily in India for sure. I'll give you an example, like broccoli. Okay.
Broccoli.
Yeah. Broccoli is something which is only available at very certain shops. It's not available everywhere.
It's not available in India.
In India, yeah. So you have to go to very particular shops to get broccoli. Yeah. Otherwise you will get cauliflower, which is like an alternative which Indian people eat here. So
Yeah, so it's not the same.
Yeah, and zucchini as well, right? For the matter of fact, we don't. Maybe I'm pretty.
I don't know what is it.
Zucchini.
Zucchini.
Yeah, zucchini. I think that there must be a French word for it.
Okay.
But zucchini and cucumber are two different things.
Cucumber. Okay, I see cucumber. Zucchini, I don't.
Yeah, zucchini and cucumber. I keep on getting confused in the store. Which one is zucchini? Which sometimes because I feel both of them look the same, almost the same.
Okay.
But I mean, if you go to India, I don't think so you can find zucchini. I mean, at least I have not found the zucchini. So
there are a lot of stuff that you can find, but it's not the same. If you go in the Netherlands and in Belgium, you can find it.
I think the most important thing that we'll miss definitely is sweet stuff, croissant and all the French.
Maybe croissant. Yeah, but you go in the Netherlands, you also have croissant. No, it's
How do you say it? How do you say it? Croissant. It's always a matter. Croissant, right?
Croissant. Yeah.
So it's
strange for you, is it?
Yeah. I mean, when we were in Paris, me and my brother were having this discussion. How do you say croissant? But we were having this. There was this meme that me and my brother were sharing. It's croissant.
I think it's difficult to.
Yeah, it is difficult. At least from Indian accent.
Petit pain au chocolat.
Petit pain au chocolat. Okay. What is
it's chocolate pain.
Yeah, I must have had it, but I don't remember the name. Petit pain au chocolat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. And baguette.
Yeah.
Baguette.
Yeah, we were also looking at.
But baguette, it's really from France. In Belgium, we don't eat so much baguette.
Yeah,
we eat bread, a lot of bread, but we don't eat baguette.
Yeah.
It's really in France. Belgium and France, it's not the same. In France, they always eat baguette.
Yeah.
And in Belgium, we have baguette if you ask, but it's not like we not eat everyday baguette.
Yeah.
In France, they eat everyday baguette. Every day, every time. It's crazy. They don't eat bread, they just eat baguette.
Yeah, when we were going there, we saw a couple of memes about the same as it, that people, usually have a backpack and there's a huge baguette coming out.
Yeah, they always eat baguettes. In Belgium, you eat baguettes if you ask for a sandwich or something like this.
Okay.
But you can also buy baguettes at home. But I don't know a lot of person who is eating baguette every day in Belgium.
I see. Okay.
But in the Netherlands, they don't eat baguettes.
But I think I failed to notice this. But is it the baguettes are so long in Paris? Which are coming out from your
in Belgium, it's not so long.
Yeah.
But I see like sometimes it's 3 meters. No, it's 1 meter of baguette.
Okay.
But I remember when I was at high school, they ordered baguette to make sandwiches, and they were so big, like this.
Okay.
So maybe you can find really big baguettes, but I don't know why, because it's not useful. Only I want to toast.
I think it's like, you eat it through an entire day. You start in one piece.
But it's still rotten.
This is my lunch, this is my dinner.
It's too big for one day.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, but on those notes, anything that you would want, on these end notes, do you want to tell your 16-year-old self that you could have done differently when you were younger? You could, you feel like this would have been like a better thing if you have done differently.
Right. Oh, hard question.
Yeah.
And you?
Yep.
You think?
No, I'm not answering. I mean, you answer me. You asked this question.
Yeah, I try to answer, but what?
I mean, it could be any advice. It could be any advice you want to give to your 16-year-old self.
I have no idea. Sometimes I would like to know what if I don't play basketball.
Okay.
What I would make. Yeah, like what? Yeah. Because that's changed a lot to not play basketball and everything. Like, what kind of person will I be if I was not playing basketball?
I think it's 50% of your life consists of basketball, 50% your studies.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So yeah, okay.
But I never asked me what if I don't make study, because for me it was obvious to make study. But for basketball, sometimes and if I don't have basketball, like, I can go on holiday when I want. Like, when you are young, I was in the national team, in the young national team, and so during the summer it was only basketball. But sometimes it's annoying. During the summer you want to see your friend, you want to go on holiday, you want to make this.
Yeah.
So it's true that you have to make a lot of compromise and sacrifices. Sacrifices.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's it.
That's it. So maybe just asking me if I don't play basketball,
what you would make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Very interesting answer, actually.
I think I will go out so often. Because I make my LCA. I don't know if you know what it is. So it's a problem in the knee, and I have had an operation 2 times.
Okay.
And I can't play basketball during 1 year.
Okay.
And so this year it was crazy because I was always go out and everything, like. But I have to make a lot of physiotherapy.
How do you mean, doing parties and everything?
Yeah, doing parties. And like, I was at so many parties, and it was really fun, and I like this time. But after, when I play again basketball, like, it's not possible to go out so often. And it was quite also, I was not making nothing because I have to go to the physiotherapist 5 days per week.
Okay.
During 1 hour and a half or something like that, or maybe 4 days a week, but it depends. Sometimes 4 days, sometimes 5.
Okay.
And then I have to run outside alone. So it was also a lot of work. It was not like I don't play basketball, but it's just that the evening I was free because I go on in the physio during the lunch or something like that.
Yeah. And
all the evening I was free, and normally I have practice, so I was so happy.
Yeah, okay.
And so I can go out all other stuff. And also, you never go out before a game, and the game are always on Saturday or Sunday. So the day where you can go out because you don't have class. The day after. And so it was also a good opportunity.
So you mean to say that if you would not be not playing basketball, you would have been partying quite well.
I think more party.
So I think you told this once before as well. During one of our conversation that your parents are so happy that you're playing basketball.
Yeah, true.
Just because
my brother one time, I remember, she said to me, I just want to start again playing basketball because you go always out, like. I was always at party and everything. And I remember she said to me that, and she doesn't like so much basketball. Or she likes basketball, but she's afraid about basketball because she knows that I have had surgery, and when I was young, I was often I have a like problem. Like I was injured. I was often injured, and so she doesn't like that but I am injured.
You're not. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no one like that.
So she doesn't like, and she was thinking, yeah, basketball, it's like too much contact, it's aggressive play, like it's not a nice game. Like, why are you making this? It's like, yeah, it destroy you, like, because
Okay.
you can have a lot of blue and everything everywhere. And it's just because it's basketball.
Okay. Makes sense. Cool. So, but yeah, I think on those notes, I would say, I think we'll close this off on our, conversation. But it was lovely to have you, Elise, and lovely to have this podcast.
I say thank you because it was really interesting.
Yeah, I think
I like it.
I think matter of fact that we managed to do this and managed to capture this whole idea would also give a lot of people who are from the sports domain a different perspective, because I think it's very rare that people who are from sports actually are interested or inclined towards also doing things in studies and education as well. And I think your club has been like quite one of the special cases as well.
Yeah, my club in Liège.
Yeah, in Liège. Yeah, so I think that's a very good, I think that's like very good insight of some of the things which I feel is very special. And yeah, but I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Unfiltered with Aman, and I'll catch you up with another one. Till then, peace.
Tschüss.
Choose.